Did I have ever told you about the candy guy in Birmingham?
Okay, I thought you were discussing like maybe a rapper or some weird guy on the internet. Knowing this person is near us makes me scared.
Well, no. He's not a rapper or anything. Like, the only reason I bring him up is because, like, he can't speak. So he uses, like, a Stephen Hawking, like, communicator.
Oh,
like, he
okay.
types stuff in, or he has pre-recorded messages that play through a synthetic voice. And he keeps all of his living expenses by selling candy.
Holy shit, is he homeless? Or, like, does he just dole out a lot of candy?
I don't know. I think he lives in a shelter where, like, they take care of, like, his basic needs, but he still needs money for, like, food and stuff and, like, a little bit for his basic needs.
Right.
So he sells candy.
What the fuck? That's awesome. I thought you were going to
he's a really cool dude, but
yeah. I thought you were going to say that he couldn't speak, and so he communicated using candy bars. Like, if something was really funny, he holds up a Snickers.
What would be the communication for him holding up a Crunch bar?
If he holds up a Crunch bar, that is when he feels like he's been crushed. His life has been crunched.
Oh, no.
My wife just left me. Holds up Crunch bar.
Oh. He's a very popular dude around town, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's just the candy man.
He's very, one day he actually went out in a top hat and tails with a cane, and he pulled a rabbit out, and then he held up a Twix.
Who can take the sunrise, sprinkle it with dew, cover it in chocolate, and a miracle or two, buy my candy.
Hello, would you like some candy? I have Snickers and Twix.
Oh yeah, do you have fuck. Do you have Mars bars?
No, fuck that. Fuck that pussy bullshit.
Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time. It's time for a load. I'm talking about a load of BS. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a load of BS, the greatest show on the planet featuring the two best damn men of all time, and I'm talking about he, the B to the L-A-K-E. That's right, it's Blake Tanner.
Yes! Yes, that's me! It's me! And with me, my powerful buddy, the greatest, the stream king of the BS, Scottye Moore.
Oh my... You're like, I've got like
Merry
normal...
fucking Christmas, bitch!
Oh yeah, this is technically going out on Christmas, and we just began it with the most horrifying noise of all time. I also love the fact that, like, I've got a normal white light in front of me, and you have, like, this demonic red, like, Mwah! I am Satan Claus! Welcome, everyone!
This is the light that I live in every day. It's influenced my life, my being, everything about me. I'm evil now. Welcome.
I'm a demon man because I have to live in this red lighting.
Yep.
Which is...
Actually, no, I'm not a demon man because you know what?
Yeah.
I'd spread some Christmas cheer today, and like, I was really debating on whether I should tell this story or not on the podcast, but it started out so fucking great that I don't think I don't want it to be taken as bragging, but so earlier today I'm delivering some packages like I want to do this close to Christmas to everybody that works with me because I'm the mailman. And so I'm walking back.
Blake, you played enough Fallout. You are the courier of the wastelands.
And this man shot me twice in the heart with kindness. So what happened was I was walking down the street. I had a couple packages in hand, and I hear from my side, "Hey, brother, you dropped something." And I look back. I don't see anything on the ground, and then I look back to him, and he points at me and he says, "Your smile."
What?
only...
Rogers? Howdy, neighbor. You dropped something there.
Well, he had this real distinguishable Alabama drawl.
Yeah.
And, like, the only reaction that I could have, because I was taken aback by this situation, and so I just pointed at him like, who the fuck are you? That was nice.
You're like, I instantly love you and want you to officiate my marriage.
Well, because I knew, like, in my heart of hearts, after working in the city for this long, that was good. You're gonna ask me for something now.
Oh, yeah.
But
did he?
He did, but he's, he and his friend, and, like, his friend was like, no, don't. It's fine. We're fine. Like, we could get this. They were both homeless gentlemen, and, he was like, look, we just want something to eat. Like, I've got insurance, but we're both homeless, and I just got a lot of medication, and I just don't have any money.
Right.
And I was like, look, my dude, Waffle House is right down the road. They got those $5 meal deals. Let's go. And as we walked down the street, as we walked down the street, he was talking about his stuff. He was like, yeah, I got walking pneumonia. Just my entire body hurts right now. And his friend was like, yeah, I freaking know. I had to drag your ass to the hospital. And his friend is the funniest motherfucker I think I've met on the streets. But we get to Waffle House, and his friend is outside. He's like, I'm just gonna chill out here. I'll let you guys, get that food for him. And so he's like, hey, do you mind if we got 2 of these? One for me, one for him? And I'm like, yeah, dude, let's do it.
I was like, you can't not to the cool friend.
Cool friend deserves it. Other guy, Smile Guy, he deserves it because he was witty and because you could tell that man was in pain.
Yeah.
So we get up to the counter. He orders his food, gets it to go. I pay for it, and the lady at the counter is like, you doing your good deed for Christmas?
Oh.
I'm like, I guess so. And I left, she's like, all right, can you do a good deed for me and leave me a little bit of a tip? And I'm like, I'm feeling pretty generous today.
Okay, hold on. Hold on now. That waitress just piggybacked off your generosity. Because I know you. You would have left a tip anyway for this.
She did it.
Boy.
I left the same tip that I was going to leave because she was really nice in the first place.
Yeah.
So, like, what she said didn't influence my tip. But I'm like, oh, you know what's going on here.
Did I ever tell you the story? It was, we went to a Golden Corral, so already I've made a bad decision in this story. And
did you get that chocolate fountain?
Yeah, you get that Choco fountain? You just get a bunch of meat and then shove it in the chocolate fountain and then eat and then go home in your shame cave and cry?
My God, man.
And so, unfortunately, because, like, on a normal restaurant, you get your stuff back. And you'll write down, write down your tip on the thing, but that's not, you can't do that at a Golden Corral. And so, if you don't got cash, you ain't giving them a tip. So, me and my buddy Mike just kind of sneak away, like, we didn't want to be like, we're sorry, we don't have a tip. So we're just like,
it's pretty...
Yeah, we'll just leave. And so we start to leave, and we had been talking to our waitress about the fact that me and him go to college at UAB, the fact that we're majoring in theater, and, like, I think he was a physical therapist.
Yeah. And so the waitress was like, oh, so y'all broke motherfuckers.
Oh, no. Hold on. You're violently close to what she actually said, which was, as we were leaving, she goes, UAB? What's that stand for? You always broke? And I was like, holy fuck.
Holy shit! Oh, she fucking called your ass.
I was so...
Oh, you never...
I wish
you
there
could
was...
never go back to that Golden Corral again.
I wish there was an ATM outside, because I would have went out, got $40 out of my bank account, and gave it to that woman. I would have been like, you've earned this. Yep. For this, Actually, can I have 5 back? Because I need to go buy some burn cream. But holy shit.
Oh, I just realized, another reason why I was feeling pretty generous is because my boss, he gives us, like, a Christmas card every, and he's a big money doctor, so he gives us all Christmas cards with $100 bill in it. And so I'm like,
Jesus.
I can deal with this for right now.
Yeah.
But gentlemen, please, my cup floweth over.
Please, gentlemen. You're walking down the street in a fur coat with a cane, like, let's go, players! I got all the money!
I'm like, shit, dog, I am the ghost of Christmas present with the milk of human kindness up in here.
That's right, motherfuckers, listen!
Suckle from my teeth!
Can I just say my favorite thing for, is just all the stories that you've sent me over the years about, it's like all the stories you've sent over the years of just random encounters you've had on the Birmingham streets, but here's my favorite one, and I don't know if you remember it. You did have a very good one once where there were people chanting the New Day's theme song, and you just started...
I remember that very well.
And you just started clapping down the street at them, and then going by. That was a good one. But
I started clapping and skipping, sir.
But one of my favorite ones was the fact that one day you were just like, well, I was just sitting there, and I heard the greatest interaction I've ever heard in my entire life. And I was like, oh, do tell. And you go, well...
I think I told it on the podcast before.
Wait, hold on, have you? I'm still going to tell it again because it's my favorite one, which is you just heard this man, like, walk by. He's like, Mr. Jefferson, are you limping? And then the proverbial Mr. Jefferson turns back and just goes, nah, boy, I'm pimping. And then just kept strolling. And I was like, holy shit, I love that, man. Nah, boy, I'm pimping.
The thing is, I deliver mail to their building very regularly.
Yeah.
And I've never seen them interact since then, but I know they're real good buds.
But you know as soon as he comes out, Mr. Jefferson, you limping? Nah, I'm pimping. So Blake, I've been basically paying atonement this week for my sins. And there's a very special way I've chosen to do this. Because I went to my local Burger King restaurant.
and you got snuck up on by the king.
Yeah, the king snuck up on me. And I was going through the drive-thru and they're like, welcome to Burger King. Would you like to try the brand new flaming hot mac and Cheetos? Yes, ma'am, I would.
And I said, yes.
And I said, yes, please. So,
sir, please stop orgasming in the drive-thru window.
Now, here's the thing. Did you have the normal mac and Cheetos when those were a thing?
No, I have had the flaming hot mac and Cheetos, by the way.
Oh, really?
Your experience with them, yeah, but I never had the regular ones.
Okay, well, I found a way to... Salty Frank is not happy.
Salty Frank cannot have any of this.
So, I went to... The first time I got it, I went out with my girlfriend. She's like, what would you like for dinner? I'm like, well, baby, I'm going to treat you tonight. We're going to go to the BK and procure some flaming hot mac and Cheetos. And she's like, okay, cool. And so...
you're in Alabama, sir. That's flaming hot mac and cheaters.
Mac and cheaters. Can we start our own show called Mac and Cheaters? Which is like cheaters. Except they're
oh god,
they're eating.
You made me cough beer into my nose.
They're eating mac and cheese the whole time. They're just like, oh no, I don't trust that fucker. No, fuck that guy. And so,
that sounds like something that should go on A Horrible Premise.
Yeah, and so, be sure to check out A Horrible Premise on iTunes, everybody. So we go through and we get the mac and Cheetos, and I'm like, I like spicy food before. I'm a big fan of spicy food. And so we go home, we lay in bed, romantic, with our mac and Cheetos, and I take one bite, and I just...
Let's just eat this romantic mac and cheese meal in our bed.
And
I'm sure it'll be fine.
And just, like, my mouth starts to burn. Like, there's heat there's like normal heat where I'm like, this is really good, and I enjoy the flavors that are associated with it. This was just like pain, and then like through the pain, I found like mac and cheese, and I was like, that's really good, but it's like I was going through a war and somebody handed me like a bottle of beer. And they were like, oh, cool, thanks, but also I'm being shot at right now. Like, it was the most horrifying thing I've ever had in my life. And so, okay, go on. What was your experience?
Well,
because mine got very, like, masochistic at a point, because I was like, that mac and cheese and the Cheeto flavor is so good, but oh, it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad.
I didn't have that. I did not have that kind of masochistic pain experience. But then again, I will eat a Flamin' Hot Mac and Cheetos on the reg. But like, for me, it was like, oh, I am. All right, I got this crunchy exterior that I'm dealing with, and it's like, this is nice.
Right.
This is hefty. Oh, there's the heat. Oh yeah, there's the Cheetos. Now I got this mac and cheese to deal with, and now, oh, I've swallowed it, and now it's just fire.
And now is pain. Apparently, Salty Frank had the exact same response, except instead of the mouth hurt, it was the butt hurt. It was very big pain.
What is it with fast food chains that are just making the most, like, the foods that appeal to stoners the most? Are they, like, just getting ready for it to be legalized?
Legalize it, man. Like, well, I mean, it's not even stoners, because I don't smoke weed. But I'll be damned if I didn't say Flamin' Hot Mac and Cheetos and I didn't go, I'm gonna go get that. I need to actually go enjoy that really quickly.
That's also the perfect food, though, that, like, you take home and are like, I'm gonna sit this down and I'm going to drink a lot while eating this.
It is a food that makes you go, my day is over. I hope I didn't have anything else planned today. Martha, clear my calendar. I just had a mac and Cheetos. I did find a way to get around the intense spiciness, which is to put it on top of a rodeo burger and squish it, and then it kind of disperses the spice out. It's very good once you get the right combination.
You know, I'm sure that it is good. I just don't like the term squishing it in there, because it just makes everything sound moist now.
Oh, it's a very moist burger, Blake Tanner, with that barbecue sauce just seeping into the bun. As we try to make the most...
It's one of those burgers.
We try to make the most disgusting advertisement for a burger of all time. Obviously, it would be for a Carl's Jr. It would be for a Carl's Jr. burger. We're just like some onions just hastily fucked onto this burger and oil melting into the bun.
God. Which is really shitty because, like, the thing about Hardee's and Carl's Jr. burgers is they have some of the best meat.
Yeah.
But the rest of their burgers are just, like, unmanageable to me. I get that burger, and I pick it up, and it just falls apart under me.
I don't think I have ever eaten at a Carl's Jr. or a Hardee's, despite the fact that, like, you know, for the good old 14 to 18 male demo I was when they were doing the bikini ladies eating burgers commercials, I was like, this should be appealing to me.
Yep.
But also, this is kind of fucking nasty.
Well, it just means that you just don't have that thing that they're going for. You know, that certain, how do I say it, that je ne sais quoi about very attractive women eating things.
You don't have that, what's that called? Pervert fetish of watching Jessica Simpson cram a fucking burger into her maw. And just
because you
numb me down on that.
You know that she would never eat that in her everyday life.
You know they had a vomit bucket. You know they were just like, all right.
I didn't want to go there, damn it.
It was a veritable vomitorium as Jessica Simpson rode atop the bull and projectile vomited across the room.
God, fuck me. Fuck everything about this. Okay, since we're talking about Grody Durst, Grody dirty bullshit.
Grody Durst, my favorite Limp Bizkit member, Grody Durst.
Hey, y'all, I'm Grody Durst.
What's up, Kuba?
Come on, get down with the grody. So probably the most horrible 30 to 45 seconds of my life happened earlier this week.
Oh no, what?
Okay. So, as you know, I work at, the one end of the university that I attend. Right. And that's where I deliver mail. That's where I'm the courier. But at this time of the year, when all of the students are gone away, it is so much easier to find parking in this parking deck that is very close to my work.
Right.
But I usually like to park on a certain level, so I can go up the stairs and down the stairs and feel good about myself. One day, I didn't feel like going down the stairs, and I took the elevator in this parking structure, which, if you know, parking structure elevators are horrible in the first place.
Right.
Okay, so I got into this elevator, and the doors closed, and I started going down, and I noticed something. There was a smell in this elevator, Scottye, a very, very particular smell. It was the smell of feces and piss.
Oh, God! Oh, boy!
I looked down onto the floor of this elevator, and I realized that someone, somewhere, somehow had decided that this was the place they were going to use as their own personal toilet.
Well, it is a college town. Somebody probably went a little crazy.
And then they smeared it on the door, Scottye. There was shit smeared on the door of the elevator.
You just... Oh, man, I know you were in an elevator, but that was an escalation you just did right there. Holy shit.
So
oh
I am sitting in this elevator. I am going all the way down.
Okay.
And I smell nothing but the foulest, rank, 3-day-old shit smeared on and in this elevator.
Please. No.
And I almost... Like, if I had had something more substantial to eat for breakfast that morning, there would be a lot more in that elevator right now, I will tell you, sir.
Can I just say, like,
I pressed the elevator button, and I was so terrified that I did not touch anything with my finger until I got to a sink.
Can I just say I think you are the one who told me this, that, a lot of people are worried about an elevator, like the wires falling and then you falling in the elevator. Wasn't it you who brought up a much more terrifying fact, is the fact that what if the floor
falls
of
out
the
from under you?
The floor of the elevator comes out from underneath you? I'm sure in that moment you wanted that floor to come out from underneath you. You're like, God, give me respite from this horrible shit place I am.
I wanted one of these elevators' walls is a window. It's a glass window. I was contemplating just jumping out.
You're pulling like a Sherlock season 2, full like, fuck this.
But see, I was worried that it was a plate glass, and if it was plate glass, then I would cut myself up fiercely, and if the fall didn't kill me, then I'd bleed out, and that's no way to die.
Then you would get a shit disease in your blood is what would happen. So anyways...
Oh, God. Hepatitis.
So after hearing us talk about shit diseases and hepatitis, I'm sure you guys would love to support us by going over to patreon.com/a-load-of-BS. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Patreon.com/a-load-of-BS is the only website where you can go support these good BS boys right here. And of course, we do have a lot of different perks over there for you, just depending on how much you donate. Donate $1, you get shouted out every single week, like the Patreon saint herself, Deborah A. Moore, like Scott Moore, like Alvis, like all of our fantastic friends. Make sure to join the army. Donate over at patreon.com/a-load-of-BS. We appreciate all the support you guys can give us.
So, Scottye, if I remember correctly, we're in our second segment now. What the fuck are we doing?
So, Blake Tanner, it's the Christmas season. It is Christmas, actually, the day that we've set it up. And I want us to work on something that I feel it's important. It's important to do. Because there has not been a holiday carol, a new holiday carol, in a very long time.
No.
And since I've started working in retail, I've realized that there's a lot of fucked up holiday songs. And what's weird is whatever we come up with, I don't think is gonna be that bad. Like, like, firstly, there's obviously the hit, Baby It's Cold Outside, which a lot of people are like, this song sounds rapey, but if you're ever on Facebook, one person's gonna be like, well, actually, it's about sexual freedom in the 1940s, read one book. And I'm like, all right, I understand that.
Oh, you know, to be fair, you have to have a very high IQ to understand Baby It's Cold Outside.
Well, I mean, there is a very good explanation that I don't want to get into because we're not a smart people podcast.
It's also like you have to take it in context of how people take it now, and it is very rapey. Because guess what? People back then were very rapey.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a problem. But Let It Snow is also pretty fucking horny. Like, there's a lot of horny Christmas songs. Like,
yeah.
Then, hey, there's no place else to go. Let it snow. In other words, yo, fucking bend me over this kitchen counter right now. I don't care. It's snowing, bitch.
This one might be more recent, but there's a popular Christmas song that's just Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Now, yeah, that one's a little bit...
They made a movie about it. Grandma got hit and run by a reindeer, and people thought she was dead.
Yeah, let's see, what else? There were, there was one that I really enjoyed, and it was Santa Stole My Lady. It is a legitimate... It is a legitimate, like, 4-minute song, and it's not, like, modern. It sounds like something like a pop-punk band would produce and be like, hey, guys, aren't we being edgy talking about Santa fucking our girlfriend? No, this is, like, the 1950s, this song.
Yeah.
And so I was talking to some friends about it, and they're like, there's no way that song exists. There's no way. And I sent it to them, and one of my friends just replied, man, now all I can think of is Santa as the other guy involved in Mr. Brightside, and it's my favorite thing of all time. At which point, all I can respond with is, coming out of my sleigh, and I've been doing just fine.
Just fine. Do you know one Christmas song that really gets me? It's another recent one, but it's like, man, I hear this song, and it's like, I get what you're going for, but this is not a song that I want to listen to at any time, especially Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's the Christmas shoes. Like,
I've heard a lot about Christmas shoes. I do not know of the Christmas shoes.
All right, now listen, if you get a country singer with this twang singing a song about a little kid and he wants to buy a pair of shoes for his mama because she's dying.
Oh, that's right.
He wants to get a pair of shoes for his mother who is going to die before Christmas.
Okay, firstly, that's just, you don't want to... No, like, we do not talk about the Christmas... I think there's a book that's based off of, because I think I've read the novelization of Christmas shoes. Which,
novelization of Christmas shoes!
It's got some excellent backstory on the shoes. I really enjoyed it, and a full backstory for those secondary characters that you know and love from the Christmas shoes story. Like Greg, the shoe salesman, who's just like, fucking, I don't know, the kid didn't have money. Greg,
fucking Greg, who's like, your mom's dying. I'm sorry about shoes, though. I mean, we could help you with some medicine.
She's a paraplegic. She has no legs. Why does she need shoes? I don't know.
Why is Dr. Zoidberg telling me this?
No, that's not Zoidberg. That's what was his name? The shoe dealer?
That's Greg, the Dr. Zoidberg.
Greg, the shoe dealer, who's just like, what do you need these for? You're going to just return them in 30 days. I feel bad for that one.
Yeah, there's a lesser known Christmas song that's called I'm Getting Nuttin' for Christmas, and it's spelled Nuttin, N-U-T-T-I-N.
Well, yeah,
and that's
course.
another one that's like, if you take that in current context, yeah, I'm just getting a nuttin' for Christmas.
No, take out getting. I'm nuttin' for Christmas.
I'm nuttin'.
Oh, yeah. That's
Can
that
that
good
be
Christmas.
our song? I'm nuttin' for Christmas.
I'm nuttin' for Christmas. It's all about a guy. It's about a guy who just, his wife won't. Wait a minute. No, this is about Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. and the fact that Santa is so busy at work that he can't sleep with Mrs. Claus. And so, the only time he can is the one night of the year where he's done working, which is when he gets home at the very end of Christmas, and he's just like, I'm nutting for Christmas now, bitch.
Well, this brings up a whole different, like, question of how much does Santa work in between, like, the big day? Because, like, you know those elves are going 365, no respite, because they got a lot of toys to make nowadays.
Dude, if you don't think Santa, like, practices all of the parkour, like, how the fuck do you think he gets around? Santa is the originator of Fat Man parkour. He's just like, up the chimney. He does CrossFit daily, 2 hours.
Oh, man, so what happens when Santa injures himself doing a stupid CrossFit move?
Well, I mean, that's why he only works 1 day a year, so it's fine. Like,
yeah.
And then you'll have, like, a Santa Claus situation if he injures himself, like, a month out. They're like, there's no way he's coming back for this.
So, like, so they just have to find a patsy to put the suit on, and it's just like, sorry, old Santa, you're dead. You're fucking dead. Did you ever think about that with the Santa Claus movies? That first Santa was just fucking dead.
Yeah, he just he didn't murder Santa, but he did find the rotten corpse of Santa on his front lawn and be like,
He scared Santa off that, like, off the rooftop. He manslaughtered Santa.
Well, my favorite thing is the fact
Tim Allen manslaughtered Santa.
It's been a while since I've watched it. Does he call the police or anyone? Or does he immediately start rooting around in Santa's dirty clothes to pull out the card that says, hey, you're now Santa?
Because as Santa dies, he disappears. And so Timmy Boy thinks, oh, this is a cool jacket from the dude that I just saw break his fucking neck. And now he's disappeared. I'm gonna put this on.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna wear this the clothing of a dead man. Also, another interesting question.
Salty Frank from the chat.
Yeah, Salty Frank bringing up Santa Baby. Santa Baby is really fucked up. It's just like, do you think Mrs. Claus is just some old cookie baking shrew? No. She likes to get down, and then Santa gets nuttin' for Christmas.
What? There was a movie or something that I remember where, like, you saw Santa as he's usually portrayed as the jolly, happy soul that he is with the big white beard, but Mrs. Claus was fucking smoking hot.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say she was like this evil, vicious queen. Dude, can we write the Macbeth Christmas version? So it's a crossover between Macbeth and the Santa Claus, to where there's an elf working there, and he's just like, I don't know, Karen. Like, I know the big man's gonna give me a promotion. Kill him, and then you're going to become Santa Claus.
Oh, damn. What? I remember something where Mrs. Claus was the bad guy.
Oh, wait, really? Now, see, one of my favorite Christmas stories was, my favorite of all time is Olive the Other Reindeer, which is about a young reindeer named Olive.
I remember that.
Where, like, Santa's just like, I guess I'm gonna have to rely on all of the other reindeer. And Olive is just like, fuck yes! He's finally calling me! It's like,
I'm not even a reindeer. Let's go!
I'm not... Oh, yeah, wasn't he a dog?
Yeah, Olive was a dog. Like, I think Olive, she, like, left her owner and shit to go to the North Pole.
Oh, wow. So...
Oh, it was the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy Christmas special, because Mrs. Claus was a vampire.
Well, I mean, of course she was, because it's the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. So,
yes.
Can I just say, I really like, there's a cover of Rudolph that plays in my, it's like a smooth jazz cover of Rudolph, and it's got possibly one of my favorite lines in a Christmas song of all time, which is, it goes through all of the normal Rudolph bits, and then it gets to the point where, Santa came to say, Rudolph with your nose so bright, all that shit. And then it gets to, then all the reindeers loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Now that's the end of the normal song. But this smooth jazz talking motherfucker just went, well, I mean, I'm gonna have to go longer than that. You mind if I write some extra verses for this classic holiday song? And so the next lyric is, after, you know, all the reindeer now love Rudolph, Rudolph responds with, well, Rudolph, he didn't go for that. He says, see through your cruel ways.
Holy shit!
How can you look me in the face when only yesterday you called me names? And I'm like, holy shit, Rudolph!
I don't think Santa was the one that called them names or anything, though, dog.
No, it's him talking to the other reindeer, but it's Rudolph just being like, oh, now I'm cool. Now that I'm on top, I see how it is.
Oh, now.
Started from the bottom, now I'm
right.
here, motherfucker. Rudolph, suck a dick.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, that's that. Any other good Christmas memories you have of Tales? Because I do specifically.
Oh, fuck.
You're just like, shit. I do remember do you remember the Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer cartoon? Like an actual cartoon.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier when I mentioned Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. That thing was freaking wild, man.
Yeah, because like the song is just like, oh, it's a funny song. Then they decide to make a cartoon, which I guess is funny, until you realize at one point in the cartoon there is going to have to be a scene where you show an elderly woman get mauled and run over by a reindeer.
Yeah. Do you know that, like, I think it was... I don't know if it was the original artist, because I think this song is pretty old.
Yeah.
But, like, whoever is doing the more popular version of that song, like, they did the soundtrack for that movie.
Oh, wow. I'm just going through and looking at all of the different Christmas songs. If you look it up on Google, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus is a little bit buck wild, just as much. Because can you imagine that being how you have to tell your kid that Santa's not real? Can you just imagine that, like, Mommy, they're like, Daddy, Mommy was kissing Santa Claus last night. You fucking divorce that bitch.
Bitch, motherfucker. Oh,
cheating.
damn.
Dad, this cheating whore right here is kissing Santa Claus.
I forgot, in Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, though, there was a freaking lawsuit filed against Santa because
That's right.
he committed a hit and run.
Well, yeah, because he almost murdered an elderly woman.
Yeah.
What was...
Not only that, but then he took her away to the North Pole for a year, and everyone thought she was dead.
Dude, it's been a while since I've seen that, but holy shit, that is a buck wild Christmas special. Now, since we're just discussing holiday specials, let's discuss Ernest Saves Christmas. Because holy shit, I have been at one of the filming locations for Ernest Saves Christmas. Because apparently,
where did they film?
The intro is filmed at the Orlando International Airport. And so,
oh man,
let's see. God, this is a very lengthy summary, but I'd like to get into it. A man who claims to be Santa Claus arrives at the Orlando International Airport. Ernest P. Worrell, that gorgeous man he is working as a taxi driver. He takes a passenger to the airport, but speeds and the passenger falls out of the taxi. That's just I love when, like, a wiki summary puts in just a sight gag as if it's an important plot point.
I don't know. In an Ernest movie, that is definitely an important plot point.
Ernest picks up Santa, who tells Ernest that he's on his way to inform a local celebrity named Joe Carruthers that he has been chosen to be the new Santa Claus. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on.
Wait, is that how that happens? Wait, so in a world where you don't accidentally kill Santa Claus by dropping him off your roof, does the old Santa just, like, pop off and say, "You're the new Santa now"?
He's just like, "What up, man? You're Santa now. I'm done, bro. I thought you have to do this till you die. Fuck that, I ain't dying." All right, let's see. Carruthers hosts a children's program named Uncle Joey's Treehouse in the Orlando area, similar to Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, with emphasis on manners and integrity, with the catchphrase, "They never get old, they always stay new." Those 3 little words, please and thank you. Now, they never get old, they always stay new, does also sound like a very pedophilic retelling of "That's what I like about these high school girls. I get older, they stay the same age." Which, if it gets to a twist in this movie where Uncle Joey's a fucking pedophile, I'm gonna be surprised with the Ernest series.
That's when they got that edge to Ernest, and that's when people really fell off.
That edgy Ernest. While they are driving, a runaway teenage girl named Noelle, more than appropriately, that's the name of the actress is Noelle, who says she is named Harmony Star. What the fuck? Harmony Star. Joins Ernest and Santa in the cab. When they get to their destination, Santa possesses no legal currency. So in his giving Christmas spirit, Ernest lets him ride for free. The decision gets Ernest fired from his job. Well, that just kind of fucking...
That's pretty shitty right there, taxi company.
Yeah, dude, it was Santa.
This is a recurring plot point in Ernest movies that he gets fired a lot.
Yeah. Back at the taxi garage, so I guess he's returning the car as he was fired, Ernest discovers that Santa left his sack behind in the cab, and Ernest begins a quest to find the old man and return it to him. Santa arrives at the Orlando Children's Museum to talk to Joe, but is rudely interrupted and rebuffed by Joe's rude agent, Marty Brock. Marty misunderstands Santa's name, thinking he said Mr. Santos. Oh, God. And he's very racist.
Oh, no.
And continues to call him by that name even when Santa tries to correct him. Santa begins to worry as he then discovers that he's lost his sack. Oh, man. Well, once you're over 50, Santa.
You just don't know where it goes.
And he becomes more discouraged as he realizes he is getting forgetful in his old age. He's 151 years old. That's Santa 151. Santa tries to explain his...
Think about how many fucking Santas have there been?
When was the original Saint Nick a dude? Like...
He supposedly delivered some gifts to Jesus in the manger after he was saved by that donkey.
Okay, fuck you. But we could math that out, but also this is a dumb podcast. Santa tries to explain his predicament, but Joe does not believe him, and Marty has Santa arrested. Well, I mean, with good purpose. Could you imagine some crazy fat man in a beard just pimping up to you and be like, "You're the new Santa Claus, but I don't have my sack. Give me a minute."
So wait, if you're Santa and you don't have your sack in this universe, do you not have any magic?
I guess not, yeah. He's just like, fuck it, my stuff's in my sack. Meanwhile, Ernest goes over to Vern's house. Fuck yeah, Vern.
Hey, Vern.
To put up a Christmas tree, much to Vern's distress. They only see Vern's face and only his point of view. Awesome. Ernest poses...
Yeah, the thing about Vern, I'm sorry to go on this tangent, but Vern has always been the camera.
Oh,
even in the original Ernest stuff, Vern has always been the camera because Vern in itself is just like the way that
we're all
Jim
Vern.
Varney, Ernest, Vern, it's just a shortening of everyone.
Oh wait, really?
Here, yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cool. Ernest poses as Aster Clement, an employee of the governor, and Harmony is the governor's niece, Mindy. And the two help Santa escape from jail by convincing the police chief that Santa, believing that he is Santa Claus, is infectious insanity, and he must be taken to an insane asylum. Now, that's not a good plan, but alright.
This is getting into some Miracle on 34th Street shit here.
Santa later explains to Ernest and Harmony that he was handed down the job of Santa from a German chap. Oh shit, that's probably OG Santa. And has enjoyed it ever since, but also explains that as time passes, the magic grows weaker like a battery running out of energy. The only way to recharge it back to full strength is to pass it on to someone else, which is why he must find Joe and make him the new Santa Claus, and he must do it by 7 p.m. or all hope is lost, because, you have to have a timeline in a film like this. Ernest
Oh, you know what? Sinterklaas. Sinterklaas is the German Santa.
Oh,
it must have been Sinterklaas.
Okay. Ernest disguises himself as an Apopka snake rancher. Fucking why not? Who sneaks Santa into a movie studio and speaks to a security guard about delivering snakes to people who direct horror films. Wait, what?
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 Is Is this foreshadowing for the Ernest Scared Stupid movie?
Oh, he was the snake rancher. That's right. Okay. I was like, where'd the fucking snakes come from? Meanwhile, Marty presses Joe to quit his job, shave his beard, and instead land a part in a horror film called Santa's Sleigh, a movie about an alien which terrorizes a bunch of children on Christmas Eve, which offends Santa so deeply, he punches the director in the eye. Fuck yeah, Santa.
Although, you do know that there's a movie called Santa's Sleigh starring one Bill Goldberg as Santa.
I think this came out before Santa's Sleigh, though, so... Santa tracks down Joe at his home. He explains about passing the position of Santa over to him because if not, the magic will die. Santa also explains that from Orlando, Joe must leave to deliver the presents by 7 p.m. If he leaves any later, he'll run into daylight before he finishes. Joe finally tells Santa, "Thanks, but no thanks." Fuck you, Joe. Later on, however, Joe is overcome by conscience when the director of the movie wants him to use foul language, which he refuses to say in front of the kids on set. But the director's already saying it. The director's like, say fuck. I'm not going to expose these children to the word fuck.
Those children.
What did you just say?
One of those kids are like, it's all right. My dad says it all the time. Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Fuck, fuck, fuck. Ernest and Harmony, whose real name is later revealed by Santa to be Pamela Trenton. I don't know why. Discover the magic power of Santa's sack. Oh, no. Immediately, Pamela starts to abuse it. What?
Oh, no.
She steals the sack and attempts to run away again. On Christmas Eve, however, her conscience prevails and she rushes back to find Ernest and Santa and return the sack. Ernest meets up with Santa's helpers at the airport and they retrieve the reindeer and sleigh from the holding dock. Because they're short on time, Ernest decides to fly the sleigh to the Children's Museum, much to the helpers' objection. Having trouble controlling it at first, the reindeer and the sleigh fly all over the sky. While at the meeting, Joe looks out the window and sees the reindeer and sleigh flying, and it convinces him that everything Santa told him is real and knows what he has to do. Joe turns down the acting job. Fuck you! And leaves to find Santa. Eventually, Joe hunts... Eventually, Joe
I'm gonna be honest, though, like, there's no better gig for an actor than just being fucking Santa.
Yeah. Eventually, Joe hunts down Santa with a revolver, on Christmas Eve at 6:57 at the Children's Museum and tells him that he wants the job. Santa very pleasedly extends his hand to Joe, and Joe takes Santa's hand, accepting the job. He is instantly transformed into new Santa, and Joe uses his magic to make it snow in Orlando. Fucking, for once. Ernest and the helpers arrive at the Children's Museum at 6:58. Pamela has called her mother and has decided to come home. Oh, I forgot she was an escapee. The new Santa... Yeah? So,
when it snows in Orlando, is that the whole premise for the Disney water park that's based on snow? Blizzard Beach?
Is that... Oh, that's what this came from, Blizzard Beach. The new Santa decides to have Pamela be a special helper and then take her home. Man, that's not a good sentence to read. The man who earlier said, they never get old and they always stay new. Come here, little girl.
Jesus.
Be my special helper.
No.
And then take her home and allows Ernest to be the driver for one night. The old Santa resumes his old identity, Seth Applegate. Fun fact, Seth Applegate's 151 years old. I don't think he's got many more years conking around on Earth. And he spends Christmas Eve with an elderly woman named Mary Morrissey, who works at the Children's Museum. The new Santa takes off at exactly 7 p.m. to deliver the gifts. For the first year, however, Ernest gets to drive the sleigh. You know, the Ernest films are on par with the Medea films in that there's just like... It's like... The movie is based around them. It's called Ernest. But when you read the plot, there's not much Ernest in there, is there?
Oh, yeah, no. The shit about the Ernest films is always like... Ernest is always kind of in the background doing crazy, stupid shit.
Yeah.
And, like, most of the movie does feature Ernest doing that stuff, but the main plot is never really about Ernest.
It's like, I watched one of the Medea movies. It was Medea Goes to Jail. Fun fact, 25% of that movie, Medea having some wacky fun and going to jail. The other 75% is a dark film about a prostitute going to jail and interacting
Holy
with
shit.
Medea. It's pretty fucking dark, my dude.
That's how most of those stories are like, though. Like, the character that they want you to think is the main character is just like nothing but current, like, constant comedy relief.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we've had a good Christmas this year. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to help give a lot of wonderful kids a good Christmas this year, then head on over to bit.ly/BSVScancer, that's BS versus cancer, and donate to our Extra Life campaign. We're up to $180, but we want to go blow that out of the water. We want to get to thousands, millions of dollars, all donated to the Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, ladies and gentlemen. But we do need your help. Just donate over there, and we do have some perks over there for you. For just $1, we're gonna have this huge shout out video. We're gonna include everybody in it. If you donate $5 or more, you're gonna receive a BS Christmas card that I designed myself. I actually designed it on a stream earlier this month, so you can go back and even watch me design the card. If you donate $15 or more, however, you get the shout out, you get the Christmas card, and you get the brand new book starring me and Blake Tanner, known as BS versus the Gods. It is an epic novel of epic proportion, as me and Blake Tanner take on some Grecian gods in an epic battle to the death. And it's a lot sillier than it sounds. I think at one point we have to fight somebody in a drinking contest, and I think Blake wins. And then, of course, if you donate $30, we have an amazing exclusive BS, Load of BS shirt. You would get that, you would get the novel, you would get the Christmas card, you'd get the shout-out, you get everything for only $30 over at bit.ly/BSVScancer. We need all the help we can get this holiday season, ladies and gentlemen, and we'd love for you guys to donate to us. So, Blake, it's time.
I had to go warm my feetsies by the fire.
It's time for a fucking battle, because I've been holding this back, my new axe. My new battle axe this whole time.
Okay.
Because I have a new... Because, of course, you know, for those of you who watch us on Twitch or, of course, check out the BS Rev Up, you guys know that Blake Tanner has been learning a new instrument in the form of the harmonica, but I have my own new instrument, and let's just...
Oh, God, no.
Wait, hold up.
I can't.
I'm so happy. This came in the mail, and I was just like, yes, I'm gonna learn everything.
I like how you're still talking with the mouthpiece in.
Yeah, it's alright. It's like smoking a cigar and talking at the same time. It's being edgy. Okay, hold on.
So I would just...
What's up?
Well, I would just like to say that earlier this week you said, why don't you prepare 3 songs and I'll prepare 3 songs and we can play a little bit of them and guess. Which I forgot about until 30 minutes before we started recording.
Okay.
So I have no songs prepared.
This is gonna be the shittiest battle of the bands of all time. It's me over here giggling like an idiot while I try to play something that requires breath. And then you over there just kind of jamming. Let's see. I mean, I'll start. I learned one, but I've already forgotten it, I think. Let me see. Is it...
Scottye, you need to vape through it. Salty Frank says vape
Oh,
through it.
shit! I didn't think about that. Vape through
it.
Okay, hold on. And then, of course, I have, like, the perfect song to vape through this thing with. Hold on, let me...
Oh, God damn.
Fun fact, the vape does nothing. It just made it harder for me to breathe.
Yep.
I was just like, oh, God, I'm gonna die today. We got a jam?
I guess you want me to play my one? And,
I mean,
like,
I just
by
played. I've already played like 2 out of my few. Like I don't have that many.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, let's hear the tunes of Blake Tanner. Okay, I'm feeling it. Have you played this one before? Because I think I know what it is.
I have not.
Oh shit!
But I'm having trouble with the timing because I've had a little bit to drink. And
It's the third All-Star. It better be all. I'll look up how to play All-Star. I mean, at this point, it's just us trying to play shit. Are you sure you haven't played? Because I think I've heard you play this before. Because I think it's Hey Jude. Is it not?
Not.
It's not.
I want you to think. Okay, so in the context of this, it's sung by royalty.
It's. Oh my god! I mean, I'm going off of your hint, because if it's You'll Be Back from Hamilton, it does not sound... Like, the timing is very weird on that one.
It's not. I had it very much better earlier tonight. Hold on.
Oh my god! Anytime I can get... Because, like, the problem is, like, a normal... I assume harmonica tabs may be closer to, like, guitar tabs where you can just read them across. I can't do that with piano tabs, so I have to just, like, watch the video and get it as it goes. So I'm just sitting here like, alright, hold on. Wait, hold on. And then I have to get to the next part. I'm at least gonna get to... I'm at least gonna get to the world has gotta roll me part.
Yep.
Salty Frank
the
has
hardest
been
thing, I think.
Salty Frank's happy. He just goes, "Oh, good." Yes.
The thing about the harmonica is that the holes are so tiny that, like, if you mess up, like, if you're off by even a little bit, you play the wrong note.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to, like...
That's why I felt like I did have a bit of an edge, that I was like, I'm willing to give myself the handicap of getting the instrument on the same day I have to do this. Well, let's see. Wait, hold on, no. Okay, I've got through that. I'm fine with that.
Okay, fuck it. We're going...
We're doing it live!
We're doing it live, baby.
Hold on. Let me show if I got this.
Oh man, you can't. I wish I could do it, but you can't do the Rugrats thing very well on like a C harmonica.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I just pulled it up. I'm shocked at how easy the Rugrats theme was, though. It's on par with the Jurassic Park theme was also very easy to learn, like quickly to pick up.
Yeah, it is. It is very easy from what I remember. It's just.
Wait, hold on. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I mean, if I could find Piano Man really quickly, we could just like duel it.
Yeah.
Oh
Hold
yes.
on, let me find.
Apple pie. This isn't bad. This is art that we're making. This is a sick jam sesh between bros.
Oh, what?
Salty Frank, this is called a melodica. If you just look it up, it's literally like $20 on Amazon. And like it solves the one problem I have with a piano, which is that I'm bad with both. Like I can't make both hands to do different things, so all I have to do is like one hand this, and so I'm like, I can handle that. Okay, so Blake Tanner, it's been an episode. What?
Oh goddamn, are we done? Thank you, fucking Jesus.
What did you learn this week?
Oh god, I've learned. Oh fuck, we did a lot in this episode, but I learned that. I learned that Ernest movies aren't really about Ernest, and that the only person you can really sue for a good amount of money is Santa Claus.
Oh god.
And that we never need to do a music segment again.
And I learned that... I did want to learn how to do dueling banjos. Oh my god, do you want to duet real quick? I think, here's what... How about this? This week I learned that chat is always fun to have around, as always. Blake Tanner, where can they find you on the internet? And I think we're going to end the show with a duet on the Jurassic Park theme.
Yeah, alright. You can find me at Blake A. Tanner on the Twitter. You can find me at the Darkroom Vidya on YouTube. That's Darkroom Vidya. I help them do stuff. They have some pretty fun videos. Watch what Josh and BJ has to do if you like anything that we do.
Yeah, they are the kings of that channel as of right now, but it's okay, because we are the kings of this channel. And you can find me on Twitter at ScottyMo, ladies and gentlemen. That's SCOTTYEMO. You can buy my books on Amazon. Just look up Scotty Moore. I've got Queasel Corp Risen, and soon to have BS versus the Gods up there for you, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to check out this show and all the other amazing BS Network products online at aloadofpurebs.com. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube to like, comment, subscribe, do all that. If you're listening on Stitcher or iTunes, do the exact same over there. And then, of course, this Christmas giving season, make sure to give back over at bit.ly/BSVSCancer. Ladies and gentlemen, every single little bit helps this giving season. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, you can find us at aloadofpurebs.com. You can buy our merch at merch.aloadofpurebs.com. Donate to the Patreon. Find us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and remember you can find both of us on Twitter at aloadofpurebs, except no substitutes. Blake, are you ready to play us out? Alright.
Indeed.
And in 3, 2...
Hold on.
That was fucking garbage.
Yep. Bye.